Hello everyone, so here's the given integral and it is a trigonometric integral and it is actually easy. So the integral or integrate cosine x, you multiply it to e to the power of 4 plus sine x dx. All right, so when you look at the integral, it seems very overwhelming and complicated, but please do not panic. All right, this integral is actually quite easy, so please don't panic. All right, so the first thing you need to do if you see something like this, or if you see an integral, the first thing you need to do, my advice is step 1. Look for a substitution pattern. What do you mean by substitution? Remember those let u, then du, those are substitution patterns. So let's try to see if we can apply a substitution pattern into this integral. So look for the substitution pattern. Now we see that there is an exponent of 4 plus sine x, right? E to the power of 4 plus sine x. So the exponent is 4 plus sine x. Now, if I take the derivative of that exponent, the derivative of 4 plus sine x, the derivative is actually cosine x, right? So when I take the derivative of this, it would give me this one. So I could actually apply a substitution here. There is a certain pattern that you notice. You notice this certain pattern. That is what you need to always do. Look for patterns. So try to do the let u du thing. So that pattern, right? The substitution pattern. So when we take the derivative of 4 plus sine x, the derivative for that is actually cosine x. So which is actually in here. All right. So we have x multiplied by this in the integrand, right? So let's set. All right. So we have cosine x multiplied by that. So if we let u to be this, so we let u as 4 plus sine x. If we let u, so what is the derivative of u or the du? So take the derivative of that. The derivative of that is actually cosine x dx because the derivative of 4 is 0, right? So the derivative of sine is cosine. So the derivative of u is cosine x dx. Now, after you look at the integral, try to spot a pattern like numerator is the derivative of the denominator, right? So that kind of pattern, you take the derivative of the denominator and then the answer is the numerator. No, if you can see this pattern, then apply the substitution. What I mean with substitution again is this let u and then you compute for du. All right? So that is what you need to always remind yourself of, right? Try to see some patterns. All right. So here we have the derivative of 4 sine x is actually cosine x. Now that you found the pattern, proceed to step number 2, the substitution, all right? So we let u as this, and we compute du as cosine dx. Then what happens to our original integral? It would become something like this. Integral of eu du, right? Why? Because cosine x dx is du, right? And e to the power of 4 plus sine x is actually e to the u. So we simply replace now the original one with anything that has u in it. So it would now become e to the u du. All right? Because of the substitution. Now that we have this one, what do we have to do now? Of course, we will integrate. What is the integral of e to the u du? I hope you have memorized that one already, because the integral of e to the u du is actually e to the u plus c. or simply e to the u, and you add the constant of integration, c. So the integral of e to the u du is e to the u, and then you add c, which is the constant of integration. Right? Now, is this your final answer? No. The final answer should be you need to put u back to the equation. All right? Remember, we have a substitution, so we put u back. So we substitute it and put the u back. Remember, this is the equivalent of u. U is actually 4 plus sine x. We let u to be that value. So we put u back there. So we need to change the u with this value of 4 plus sine x. So the answer would be e to the 4 plus sine x plus c. And that would be our final answer. Right? That is the final answer. It's actually e to the 4 plus sine x plus c. But here's one more thing. Remember this, okay? What if the derivative is not the exact value that you see? So there's a little bit of difference, like a constant. For example, what about if the given was something like this? This is the given, all right? So what is the difference with this one to the other one? There's a 2 in here. There's a 2. All right? So can we still use the substitution even if there's a 2 in there? So I want you to always check if there's an extra factor or a constant that's added. All right? In this case, there's actually 2. Can you still apply the substitution? Yes, you can. No, we can still let u as 4 plus sine x. So we still let u as this. And the du is still the same, cosine x dx. But remember, there's actually a 2 there. 2 cosine x dx. That means our du would be 2 du. Not just a single du, but a 2 du. That's because in the original equation, there is actually a 2 cosine x. So it would be 2 du. So from the given, this is the original given, right? Remember, there's a 2 there, and then we had a substitution. So instead of e to the u du, it would be e to the u 2 du. All right, because there is a constant that actually added before the cosine. So instead of, in our first problem, we only have integral of e to the u du. Here we have the integral of e to the u times 2 du. All right, that's easy, right? And what is the integral of this one? What is the integral now? Let's integrate. So the integral of e to the u 2 du is very easy. You put the constant outside of the integral sign, and then you integrate this. The integral of that is actually e to the u plus c. So it would be 2 e to the u plus c. And that is not yet the final answer, remember? Because we need to put u back. That this is the real value of the u. So we put it back. So we put the u back in there. So the final answer would be this one. The final answer is 2 e to the 4 plus sine x plus the constant c. Right? It is quite easy, right? Yeah, that's it. All right. So it is quite easy, right? So whether there's a 2 before the cosine or not, the substitution still works. All right. If you have questions or clarifications, please leave a comment below. All right. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'll be doing a lot of videos, anything that's related to math. So there will still be some statistics and even some physics, math physics. All right. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Goodbye.